You're watching This Is Pentecost Fellowship Ministries with Pastor Tamara Bennett. Pentecost is not a denomination. It is an experience.
You know, the thing about obeying God is you just do what he says and he does the rest. And if you just do what he say as he asks you to do it, he'll do the rest. You don't have to muster up nothing and do a hocus pocus. Just do what he say. This is a battle that's not ours. It is his. And we have the privilege to be called as warriors in his vineyard, in his war. But he's the one that knows where the enemy hides. He's the one that understands the weapons of our enemy. We don't even understand them. He does. And so he just looks for vessels to do what he says so that we can win. We are doing this to win. Don't get it twisted. Don't ever get discouraged. Don't ever feel like it's all over. Ain't nothing over till God says it's over. We are in this to win. And he called us because we're already winners. You know that, right? You know he called you because he already knew you had the ability to be a winner. You didn't choose you, he chose you. You didn't call you, he called you. And he called you because he already knew your ability. He already knew your tenacity. He knew your capacity to suffer, and he knew your capacity to forbear. I'm so glad he called me because he already knew I was a winner. In spite of yourself, you get back up. In spite of being angry and distressed, aggravated and irritated, you somehow throw yourself back in the game because you know it ain't over until I win. I need some praise right there. You just don't stop until you win. And that's what we feel about what we're dealing with the young people. This conference, we're focusing on those kids that are called to be anointed. And we want to strengthen them and anoint them and teach them how to handle their anointing. Deuteronomy 31 and 11 verses, 12 verses, gather, Moses is talking, the Lord is talking to Moses, gather the people together, men and women and children, and thy stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Lord your God, and observe to do all the words of this law, and that their children, which have not known anything, may hear and learn to fear. Lord, I love you. Let them learn to fear the Lord your God as long as ye live in the land, whither ye go over Jordan to possess it. I'm speaking as a parent. It's so much out here. Good God Almighty. There's so many influences over our children, whether it's the TV, whether it's music, whether it's teachers, whether it's the school. You have to pray on your own to know how to keep what's honorable before God to your children, that they may learn. They don't know God. They don't know his judgments. They don't know the consequences of their sins. They don't know. And we have to teach them the consequences of sin. He said, it's up to the parents. He said, now gather them together, gather the saints, and teach your child how to fear God, as they learn the consequences for what they're doing.
He's given me everything I wanted, everything I've needed. It's more than enough for all of the days that I pleaded, and it's sweeter than I could imagine, greater than I could conceive, by giving him my heart, trusting and believing